I'm stuck in a staff meeting, grading papers in my head, when my phone lights up with a text that stops my heart. Four guys just grabbed my wife, Sarah, on our front porch in broad daylight. I'm Ethan Carter, a high school history teacher in a quiet little suburb called Willow Creek. And let me tell you, what happened last Tuesday wasn't just a neighborhood spat, it was a full-on war that nobody saw coming, least of all the HOA tyrant who thought she could break us. Drop a comment below where you're watching from, because you're not gonna believe how this one ends. Sarah and I were both ex-military trained combat dogs in Afghanistan. I worked K9 unit stateside. Our two retired service dogs, Max and Luna, look like your average German Shepherd and Belgian Malinois fetching balls in the backyard. But don't let that fool you. These two are razor sharp, loyal to a fault, and trained to neutralize threats faster than you can blink. Most folks in Willow Creek just see them as our quirky pets, but to us, they're family, battle-tested, and unbreakable. 6 months ago, though, our peaceful life started unraveling when a letter from the HOA, signed by its president, Vanessa Reed, showed up on our door. Official letterhead, legalese out the wazoo, claiming Max and Luna were disrupting community harmony and needed to be gone in 48 hours. Standard HOA nonsense, right? Except Sarah noticed something off. The letter mentioned our military service, called it irrelevant to safety standards. How the hell did Vanessa know we were veterans? We'd only told one neighbor, our buddy Tom across the street, a fellow vet. Why was she digging into our past over a couple of dogs that barely bark? That same week, a drone started buzzing over our yard daily. Not some kid's toy, but a creepy, hovering thing, filming for 20 minutes at a time, tracking Max and Luna's every move. Those dogs, they'd snap to attention, eyes locked on that thing like it was an enemy scout. When I tried to follow its path, it always zipped back toward Vanessa's house, 3 blocks away. Coincidence? My training says there's no such thing, especially when it happens every damn day. The dogs knew something was up before we did, and after 3 tours, you learn to trust their instincts over your own. Then the letters piled up. Fence too high, car parked wrong, shrubs not community standard. I pulled out our HOA bylaws, and half this crap wasn't even in there. Either Vanessa was making it up, or she was rewriting rules behind our backs. Sarah started a file, snapping photos of every letter, logging dates, signatures, treating it like a military op. Ethan, she said one night, staring at the pile, this isn't just Karen vibes. This feels like someone's got a personal score to settle. Things got real when a guy named Mitch Baxter showed up one Friday while I was at school. Big dude, construction vest, clipboard, claiming he was a city inspector checking dog-related violations. Sarah asked for his badge number, and he flipped, got in her face, saying, "This ain't a request, lady. Open the door, or we'll mark you non-compliant." Sarah's dealt with real brass overseas. She wasn't buying his fake authority act. She sent him packing, but that night, I found fresh boot prints by our shed, tool marks on the gate lock. Someone had been scoping our place while we were out, and it wasn't random. Sarah went full tactical, checked sight lines, mapped blind spots, like we were prepping for a siege instead of living in suburbia. They're not just messing with us, she said. They're planning something big. That weekend, Sarah dug into Vanessa's past online, and what she found made our skin crawl. Vanessa wasn't just some power-hungry HOA boss. She'd been a shady real estate agent before moving here, with a rap sheet of sketchy deals and a grudge that tied back to Sarah. Years ago, Sarah had reported Vanessa's forged documents in a military housing scam, costing her a cushy job. Now, it clicked. Vanessa wasn't just harassing us. She was out for blood. Tuesday morning, her plan hit like a sucker punch. I was trapped in a faculty meeting when Sarah texted, "For guys at the door, fake city papers, Mitch is back." Then, the one that made my blood freeze. "Ethan," they grabbed me. Dogs engaged. I bolted, broke every speed limit, 15 minutes feeling like a lifetime, praying I'd get there before it was too late. Here's what went down, pieced together from Tom's security footage and Sarah's account. Vanessa had orchestrated it like a damn general parked across the street, calling shots to Mitch, who led 3 hired guys, including a punk named Kyle who thought he was tough. Their plan? Overwhelm Sarah, provoke Max and Luna into biting, then cry vicious dogs to get them seized. Mitch pounded on the door, waving fake city papers, shouting about emergency HOA violations. Sarah saw through the be-strong department names, fake signatures, but when she told them to leave, Kyle grabbed her wrist, hard, yanking her toward the yard. Big mistake. Max and Luna flipped from family pets to combat mode in a heartbeat. Max took Kyle down with a leg sweep, pinned him flat, no blood, just control, like a pro wrestler holding a choke. Luna cut off the others, low growl, eyes saying, "Move, and you're done." 5 seconds, and the threat was neutralized, textbook precision. Neighbors spilled out. Tom's camera caught it all. Janet from next door filmed on her phone. Even old Mr. Larson was yelling, "Get off their lawn, you clowns." Mitch's own video, meant to frame our dogs, backfired spectacularly. Showed Kyle's assault, the dog's restraint, and Sarah's calm command, "Release guard." Max and Luna backed off instantly, sitting like statues while Mitch screamed about military weapons. The crowd laughed. "Mrs. Larson shouted, 'Those dogs are smarter than you.'" Deputy Rachel Hayes rolled up, a vet's kid herself, and one look at Max and Luna sitting pretty told her who the real bad guys were. She watched Tom's footage, saw Mitch's text with Vanessa planning the grab, and cuffed him on the spot. His phone was a goldmine. Months of texts, photos of our house, notes on our schedules, even a gem from Vanessa. Ethan's at school Tuesdays, Sarah's alone. Perfect time to hit. These weren't neighbors, they were stalkers. But Vanessa wasn't done. She filed complaints with animal control, claiming our dogs were unpredictable killers, backed by sworn lies from Mitch's crew. The assessment Lumita rigged test where any protective move could get Max and Luna taken away. Sarah barely slept, digging into K9 laws, while Vanessa spread poison, showing neighbors fake military dog attack photos, scaring kids off our street. It was psychological warfare, and it was working. Some neighbors started avoiding us, whispering about dangerous animals. Then, a miracle. At the assessment, Vanessa's assistant, Lisa, ran up with a USB drive, shaking, saying, "It's all fake. Vanessa's been scamming everyone." That drive had 3 years of dirt texts, calls, bank records showing Vanessa's real game, a land grab scheme, forcing families out to buy their homes cheap. She'd pocketed $2 million, hit 7 neighborhoods. Our corner lot her final prize for a $1.5 million deal. The FBI swooped in. Vanessa's empire crumbled overnight. In court, she tried one last Hail Mary, claiming our dogs were illegal military weapons in a trafficking ring. Pure fiction, but it could have tied us up in red tape. Agent Daniels shut her down, pulling DOD records proving Max and Luna's legal retirement. Sarah showed the judge their training search, guard, stand down like a ballet of trust and discipline. The courtroom clapped, even the bailiff. Vanessa got 8 years, $1.2 million in restitution, her assets seized, her mugshot plastered on every news channel as the HOA scam queen. Our dogs? Heroes, plain and simple. 6 months later, Willow Creek's thriving block parties, real community, no fake fees. Max and Luna are local legends, mobbed by kids at every barbecue. Sarah's training retired K9s to sniff out fraud now, a program cops nationwide want and on. But here's the kicker. Vanessa's last words in court, staring at Sarah, were, "You think you've won, but I'm not the only one playing this game." What did she mean? Is there another Vanessa out there, pulling strings? Hit the comments. What's the worst neighbor drama you've faced? Would you fight like we did, or walk away? I'm Ethan, and I'll catch you in the next one, hopefully without a war on my doorstep.